So tell us about your new movie, Kada River.
No, Kada River is crazy. Kada River is it's a story that I've been trying to tell for a long time. Finally, I think that story has been told. It's a story that we've been trying to tell for close to 17 years. So, fortunately, I think the time is right. So God made it happen. It's a movie about the northern crisis that took place in February, year 2000, February 21st to February 26th. It's a 5 days of strong crisis. We lost close to 6,400 people in 4 nights. So we lost friends, relatives, parents, and all that. So I just feel as an obligation. Now I have a camera and I have a microphone. I feel this story must be remembered because I've lived in Kaduna for a while, and not once have we ever celebrated a memorial or held a memorial for these people that died. And every year, I just feel I'm the only one remembering it. So I get hurt most times when I say nobody's talking about it. It was on this day. It started that day in year 2000. So nobody remembers it. And that's quite unfortunate. So this movie will remind us all of that event.
So can you tell us about the movie Kada River?
Oh, the movie Kada River is about the Southern killing. You know, we're trying to campaign to people out there to love each other. We are one. I mean, be religious or tribal, whichever, and however we find ourselves.
How's the campaign been for you?
Yes, we've tried to. I mean, we've even we got in touch with the government because they need security. So I think the government is doing something.
You're always involved in crisis, helping to solve crisis, helping to do this. Is this something you just have a passion for, solving solutions, or just something you just had to do because of the new church haven?
No, we're everywhere. But what we do in a big church foundation is we give back to the community. We get 10% from whatever we make from the big church group to the foundation. So we decide on anything. Probably the next one might be nursing mothers. The next one might be one community and all that. So we read about this on online and newspapers. We decided to visit. And when we got there, we saw the situation. It was critical. So we decided to give out relief materials and drugs, and we saved lives because it was on and it's still on. So we decided to write a story about it.
Personally, how did that make you feel when you got there and saw all those things that happened? How struck were you?
I'm still in shock. Well, I know with God, everything will be sorted out. Yes.
Amen. Thank you very much.
Nadia, where are you coming from?
You mean the bonfire took this long, that's why you came in late, huh?
If the Shawlins are responsible for this, why would they threaten their own people? Where are these foreign broadcasting stations getting their news from? How can they be talking of crisis where I live from abroad? Come in, please.
Everyone involved in this massacre. So please lay down their hands and speak peace.
He's here.
Budua or Shaolin?
I've looked everywhere. No one has seen her.
You better tell us where he is. Because he's been out there. His life is in danger.
Mama!
Please, Angelos.
Please, I'm just a girl like you.
The more reason why I cannot let you into this house.
They had a chance to save one of us, but they let him die. Now, it's a life for a life.
Why do we define people by their differences? If love cannot bring us together, then what will?
Okay, in Kada River, I played the character Jerome. Jerome is basically a young man who found love in the wrong person, as they would call it. He finds love with a lady who is from a different tribe that he's from, and because these two tribes don't see eye to eye, they are always, in constant conflict with each other. He has to find a way to ensure that his love for this lady does not die. Obviously, his parents are worried that he's found love with this lady. The lady's parents are worried as well. They don't like their union, but sometimes you cannot control who you fall in love with. You cannot control your emotions. You can't control your feelings sometimes. So in the midst of them trying to see a way to be together, crisis breaks out in the community that they are living in, and they have to find a way to survive. And Jerome is just someone who. He's a lover of love. He is very committed, and he's willing to give anything to make sure that the love he has for this lady does not die, even if he has to die. Yeah.
Shooting in the north, how challenging was it for you to shoot in the north? Why did you decide to even shoot in the north? You would have done maybe looked for a prop manager or location manager, tell him, I want to create this kind of thing here. Can you just look for a dead person and act and pretend to be like, the way they do it in the Mami? Why?
I don't believe that would be justice, because it's an event that took place in the north, not necessarily by a northerner or a southerner, but it took place in the north. So when we decided to film, I didn't shoot in the exact place it happened. I actually went to a war zone. Now, I went to Kagoro Kafanchan area, where there's crisis presently. Just so while making the movie, we use some of the locals, so we paid them just to be able to. That is a form of assistance to make sure they get something, because some people can't go to farm, they can't do anything with their lives now. So that 1 month plus that we were there filming, it was good work for all of them. People made some money, all of them, and it was risky because there are places we couldn't go to, except with strong police escort. But as a matter of necessity, I think I wanted that type of tension while filming. So we decided to go to where there's proper tension, so you don't need to act it.
Talking about tension, most of your cast said they were really scared when they heard they were going to Kaduna. How were you able to keep them safe and let them know that all was well?
Plenty of people rejected roles. Yeah, I don't want to mention names, but I know a couple of people that I called that, okay, we're starting, should they say, oh, wonderful, we're going to Kaduna, they say, okay, I'm busy. I have, if it were so time, but call me on your next job, because nobody wants to die. But I promised them, I said, okay, nobody will die. We'll film safely, we'll come out of there, because we're telling a godly story. So for me, that's how it went. The people that agreed to go with me were people that had faith and they loved their profession. That's why I respect the actors seriously.
So having to shoot in the north where this crisis actually happened, I was a little bit concerned about our safety, but I drew confidence and in the fact that Toka, our director, would not invite us to come to somewhere that he knew that we were not going to be safe. So I was confident in that, and it gave me some courage to, go in there and do what we have to do. But I'm a kind of person, I want to be the kind of actor that, really wants to go all the way to tell the story. Of course, safety comes first. We had some form of security, we had some form of safety as well. But I'd like to say that being in that place where standing on the same ground or the same soil where people were killed had a huge impact on me and on everyone else who was part of the film, from the cast to the crew. There were times when we'll be filming and people will break down crying because you can literally feel it in the atmosphere, you can smell it in the air. So it helped us to even tell a more authentic, believable, genuine story. I don't think we could have done it any better than we did if it was shot somewhere else. And I feel like it goes a long way to let the people know, the entire world that we're telling this story for, to know that, yes, this actually happened, and it happened where we're telling this story from. So I think it was a brave move for us to have to go there. We are glad we came back in one piece. We didn't lose anybody. So yes, victory. Yeah.
Most of your movies like that. So would you say it's because you won the Kada Ultimate Search that they always pinch you to this kind of role?
Well, I don't know. I've always been an actor even before the Kada Ultimate Search, but I do not think that it has anything to do with that, having to get the roles of, the brave, strong warrior. If anything, I would like to think that it's because of the fact that these filmmakers, directors, and producers that keep giving me these kind of roles, I've seen stuff that I've done before and feel like I have what it takes to portray the characters that they have in the films. I feel like they think that I'm a good actor. I think I'm just there. I think I'm still coming up small. But yeah, on a serious note, I don't think it has anything to do with the Kada Ultimate Search or the fact they've seen that I've been in the jungle and stuff like that. Because, I mean, if it's about that, then every single contestant that has ever been on the show would be on TV, be an actor. So I don't think it has something to do with that. Thank you.
You played the lead character for the movie. How was it for you?
It was a great feeling. I would just say it's grace, because I never thought I could or would be given such a role in such a great movie. Like, yeah, I'm not actually a Nigerian.
So where are you from?
I'm a Ghanaian.
So how was it shooting with Nigerian actors and?
It was so cool. We just clicked on set, so we're like family.
Working with the director, how was it towards you? How was the, they had to shoot in the northern part of Nigeria. Were you scared when they told you were going down there? Or?
Is there any other word for scared? Because, right from beginning, I never knew we were going to Kaduna. Yes, so I got to Lagos and we had to go to Kaduna the next day. I got there and I called my sister. I was like, I'm in Kaduna. I was like, be careful. I'm like, okay, so what's all this about? And then I get people telling me that be careful, because of the crisis happening. So I was scared, but it was worth it.
So how has the journey been so far in the Nigerian movie industry, not Ghana movie industry?
I just started.
So this is your first step into the Nigerian movie industry?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the movie Kada River. How was it for you?
For me, it was a bang, a blow, because it's one of those magical, strong stories that needs to be told. And I must say, we need more of these stories to be told. Through these stories or such stories, you sell our culture, who we are, our history, to the whole world. And that is how all these, superpowers, they are not that super as we think they are. It's through this medium that they sell themselves. It's like marketing who you are as a nation. And I think the government should support. It does not mean maybe, financially. There are so many ways, like using monumental buildings or places, or releasing research works or materials to people who want to do jobs like this. It will go a long way, in selling who we really are. Kada River, it's a very touchy story. A story that a lot of people will watch, and you can't just help. The tears will run. Because some way, somehow, you just discover you are watching something that relates to you, the name Kada River is just a title. It's just a theme. But if you watch the real story, you know that it's what happens day in, day out to every Nigerian or African.
Your character was really compelling. How were you able to pull it out?
One has been in the business for a while, so it wasn't difficult getting into the character. And for me, I don't play same, even if it's the same. The story is almost like somehow it's God's grace. Inspiration comes, and I do something different, and it's better by the day.
Is this your first time shooting in Kaduna?
Oh yes.
What did you feel when you got there?
And you see, nothing. I'm a Nigerian, and Kaduna is a safe place, and the story moved me there. And I tell you, I was very happy, to accept and be there for a shoot because, when I was coming back or going, also, it's this period we had this Abuja, problem with the airport and all that. So I was opportuned to see the landscape, see what the northern part of Nigeria looks like, and even I learned a lot also because I saw some villages that were attacked, destroyed, people killed, Some you just see some building schools burned to the ground, some churches, some mosques and all that. And it was like, so this is actually real, and it was sad. I wasn't too happy about it. And stories like this, when they come out, it will put all Nigerians on their toe that we have to live together as one.
Hello everyone, this is your girl Fela Makafi from Ghana. Keep watching Broadway TV.